on the scheduled link, and for some reason I couldn't do it. So if you give me a minute, I'm just going to sort of fiddle around here and see what is happening and see if this is working. Let's see. I believe I am. So I will just give it a minute, I suppose, because I don't know. I've never gone live. So if anyone is here, do say hi. And I'm trying to see. Okay, no, that's not it either. So anyway, I apologize if you were trying to join on the scheduled live, but I couldn't figure it out. Hi, Karen. Oh, thank you. Yay, it's working. So I apologize if you were trying to join on the scheduled link. I don't know why. Hi, Amanda. It wouldn't work for me. So, hi. Oh, let me know your name. I just see your screen name. So if your name isn't your name on YouTube, be sure I know your name so I can say hi. Hi. Oh, how cute your freckle face. Hi, Lily. What a pretty name. Hi, Jamie. So I apologize if you were trying to get live on the scheduled one. Y'all, I'm old. I have my kid helping me with the setup, and I have like a whole thing. I don't know what I'm doing. Anyway, so I'm just trying to make books. Look, I know how to make journals and I know how to craft. I don't know how to go live. I don't know how to do all this. But if you're watching on the replay and if you're new to my channel, my name is Leah. I am the creator behind Thrifty Day. I love making junk journals. I have a Patreon. I'm a former blogger and a former baker. Haven't done that in a long time. Hello, are you Chris? Hi. Hi, Chris. So I've been making junk journals, making them for me for over 20 years now. Hi, Karen. Thank you. Oh my God, Karen, you are like the best support to me. Thank you so much. But I think I've only started selling journals for like the past, I don't know, like 4 years or something. But I have been making them for, oh my gosh, years and years and years. And I've been journaling even longer. I have, if you follow me on Instagram or Patreon or TikTok, you'll see that I've actually shown my journals from like 20 years ago. And then I actually started journaling even longer before that. I wish I still had them, but I don't. I used to have a New Kids on the Block scrapbook journal. Okay, like that's how legit I am. Anyway, but today, hi Lisa in Arizona. Oh, hi Lisa, I know you. So anyway, say hi. I'm so glad that it's working. I'm sorry about the confusion from the live schedule. I won't schedule it again because I don't understand it, but whatever. So if you have any questions, leave them below. I'm going to try to watch the chat here. My kid kind of helped set me up, and so we're going to see if that works. But today we are going to be making mini books. I love these books. I'm sort of obsessed with them. What are some of my main journal inspirations? Oh my gosh, so many things. Vintage books have always inspired me. My mom, a really fun story. The Bean, what is your name, The Bean? Who are you on here? Just asked what some of my main journal inspirations are, and that is actually kind of a loaded question. But vintage books inspire me, vintage scrapbooks inspire me, and a little known fact is that when I was young, hi Kelly, okay, Kelly asked that, my mom used to make scrapbooks and sell them at like church craft shows and things like that. So I guess it's sort of in my blood, memory keeping. She was a little disorganized about it, but she did do it, and unfortunately because of how life happened, I don't have any of her scrapbooks. I really wish I did. They were like super 80s though, which is kind of why I wish I still had them. But she was my main inspiration, and she's also, her and my children and my family, my dogs, are also my inspiration just to create and memory keep. My mom, not to get sad, but my mom had cancer and lost her battle with cancer. We knew it was going to end, but we didn't know how suddenly, and that was very traumatizing, and I think because of that, moving forward, I always wanted to document and have my words and my story written and told. Oh, Thank you, Lisa. Sorry you have to run. No problem. Thank you for watching on the replay. So because of that, I've always very purposefully documented my life, whether it's my thoughts or photos or just even creating. So that was sort of a big inspiration too. So anyway, I'll be doing more lives with my journals and journaling in my journals and showing my process and showing how to make journals. But this is my first live, so I thought I'd do something really fun. We're gonna make mini books. And if you wanted to, you could put pages in here instead, but we're just gonna use foam. This is gonna be like this super simple way to make mini books. So if you have questions, leave them in the chat, and otherwise just, you know, help a sister out and like the video and do things. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you what supplies we need. I'm gonna tell you a little bit how I make these. I can't do it on here because I'm using all of my electronics, so I can't like take you over and show you, but I'll walk you through it. And if you wanted a very detailed, concise, oh, thank you, Amanda. She said she missed my live videos, even though I'm so awkward, but Amanda's been with me from the start, so she's like here for the awkwardness. She loves me, I think. We're good. We're like compadres, so, this is a very simple craft, but I can't show you like the digital part of it, but I'll walk you through it. If you're looking for like a really concise, you know, easy tutorial, I do have one on Patreon. So you can find Patreon on any one of my videos. Just go into the description, you'll find my Patreon there. There's a full walkthrough detail how to make one of these even on the computer. So the way I make these is I just drag over the book images from Amazon. It's a very simple process. You just copy and paste it from Amazon, and then you take it over to, I just use Notes on my MacBook. I think it's called Notes. It's the little line paper. I'm telling you, not digital at all over here. I take it over to Notes and I paste it into Notes, and then I also find a back. Hi, Joelle. Oh, I know you, Crafty Headaches. Thanks for being here, Joelle. You also can find the backs, and then you copy and paste those and drag them over. And I'm not sure if you can tell. I hope it's not like blurry. Let me see if I can tap it. It's hard to see on here because I'm the opposite direction, but you want to put the back of the book first and then the cover second, so that when we fold them, they'll make little books. And that process will be a little bit more clear once I get started. Okay, thank you, yay, glad it's not blurry. It'll be a little bit more clear once we start making them, but just know that it'll look funny at first, but it'll all make sense. So these are some really cute ones. I'm going to start with these ones because I picked some newer books that I don't even think that Taylor Swift little golden book is even out yet, but so we're just going to pick some of these fun ones. These are just for personal use, super fun, you know, and we're just going to make these mini books. So if that's how you do it, you just go on, you copy and paste, you bring it over to Notes, you drag it over there, and you paste it on there, and you just put them in the right configuration, and then you print them. I print mine on cardstock. I just get my cardstock at Target. Hi, Lisa. What weight paper am I printing on? I don't know the actual weight because it's not in here, but it's called index cardstock, and I get mine at Target. It's white, obviously, and then it's like black, like kind of cellophane on the front with yellow writing, and it's called index card or index cardstock. But that's what I'm using. That's what this is, and I get it at Target, and they almost always have it. So if I can go back after for people on the replay, I'll try to link it here below so you can see exactly what kind of cardstock I'm using. So I'm going to move the camera now just so we can get started. You'll also need a hot glue gun. It's the easiest form of glue because it dries so fast. So a hot glue gun, and I have my hot glue sticks. Yes, I keep them in a vintage jar. And then you'll also need some scissors. And then you'll also need, you don't need this, but I use a bone folder to make sure that the spines are nice and tight. And then you will also need some craft foam. I get mine at Michael's. I have this little piece that I was still using, so I'm just going to use that first. And I'm going to use a paper cutter because everyone who has watched my YouTube channels or who follows me here, I I mean, I guess we are on YouTube, or follows me on Patreon knows I can't cut a straight line. Like, I just can't. I watch all these journalers, like, I love watching certain journalers when they work and when they do lives, and they have such beautiful, they just cut things super straight, and I'm like, how do you do that? I'm not like a shaky person or anything, but I cannot cut straight to save my life. So this is the paper cutter I use. This is the only paper cutter I use. So every single journal I make, every paper that comes cut out of my place, people are gifted with line cutting skills, not me. Same. I cannot cut a straight line. This is the only paper cutter I use. I've bought more expensive ones. I've bought like big arm ones, and this one's just superior. Just superior. So I'm so glad that everyone else is commenting that they can't cut a straight line, because for a while I was like, what is wrong with me? So anyway, yeah, I definitely can't. Also, this is a sneak peek at the Patreon journals that are coming this month. They obviously don't have anything done, but it's a fairy tale theme, and I'm so excited. I can't even tell you. It's so much fun. I've been working on it like all day and all night. And Karen can't cut straight lines either, so we're going to start a club that we can't cut straight lines. Amanda failed cutting in kindergarten. That would be me. They'd be like, cut the straight line. I'd be like, no, comprende, I don't get it. Okay, so that's what we need to get started. I'm going to go ahead and move the camera to... yeah, Patreon is super fun. You can join for as little as $5 a month, but I know that that's a commitment, and it's hard. I'm on 4 or 5 different Patreons right now, and I'm just at like that minimum level. Most of mine are like knowledge-based, though. They're not like crafty. So I'm always looking for crafty ones. So if you know anyone who has Patreons, I keep meaning to join Paper Terrace, because I watched some of her lives this week, and I want her mail. It's so cute. So I'm going to join hers this week. I'm very excited. So let me do this. The little papers inside are just, I'm just doing foam today. Today it's just foam. I might do another, oh yeah, Karen, do you watch Paper Terrace? She's great, right? I just found her this week. Magical. And then I went over to TikTok to follow her, and she already followed me. I'm like, I'm such a celebrity. Oh my God. No, I was very like honored that she already followed me on TikTok. But yeah, I'm going to join her Patreon because somebody recommended her, and I was like, oh, I'm going to look. Yeah, Lisa loves her too. How did I not know this person? She's fabulous and super fun. So I'm going to join her Patreon because she's so cute. Oh, thank you, Casey. You're so sweet. Casey, Kylie, is your name Casey or is it Kylie? Anyway, so today I'm just doing books with foam, but maybe the next time we could do paper. Let me show you what they look like. This is what we're going to make today. I guess I should have showed you this sooner, huh? These are the little books. I guess no need to take all 500 of them out. But they are just little tiny little golden books. Aren't they cute? I'll give you a better look once I start creating, but oh, so cute. I wish it wasn't backwards. I don't know how to do that, but I guess because we're live, that's just the way it is. And what inspired these little books is my family and I, every time we read a book this year, we started this on January 1st. Oh, sorry if that was loud. Yeah, these are really cute. My family and I started this. This was the inspiration behind this craft, why I even started making these mini books, is we have this jar. We started it in January, and every time we finish a book, we put one in the book jar, a mini book. So all the books we've all read so far, there's 5 of us, that's why there's so many. Every time we read something, I make a mini book, and it goes into our mini book jar. And then on December 31st, we're all going to hang out, and we're going to empty the book jar and look at all the books we've read this year, and like pull out which ones were our favorite, and just have a good fun family day, have lunch, and just talk about like all the books that we read, because we're all big readers. So like these are Harry Potter. Lizzie read all the Harry Potters. I have Abby read Daisy Jones and the Six. Funny You Should Ask. Steve read the new Bono book, the YouTube book. Okay, so you can do with any book and not just the, yes, you can do any book, anything that you can drag over. These ones are just a little more complicated because you have to make spines. So this is a whole nother tutorial, and to be honest, I don't know that I'm even a really good teacher with these because I have to be real honest, my 17-year-old helps me so much. Just worked on, oh my gosh, Karen, she did? She worked on a YouTube video? Stop, that's literally amazing. Yeah, oh, here it is. Look at the little Bono book. My husband read that one. Isn't it cute? She even puts the little backs on there. Oh, she's a makeup artist. Wow. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. I'm gonna tell my husband. He's gonna be super jealous because he loves Bono, and you too. So that's where this started. If you want this tutorial, I will work on it, but it will definitely need to be like, hey, look at my laptop and stuff because it's much more involved. Hi, Maddie. Oh, how are you, babe? Okay, so I'm gonna move the camera now so you all can watch, and I'm gonna show you the little golden books again too. So sorry, this is gonna be a little bit awkward, I think, but just so you can see a little bit better. Let's see. Sorry. Oh, super awkward. Let's see. Is that a good angle? I don't even know. Let's see. Can you? Hopefully you can see. Let me know if this angle is funky or not. But let me show you the little golden books. So this is what we're making. Tell me if this angle is okay and what y'all think. But these are the little golden books. And let me know if this is good. If y'all can see, I'll move things. But this is what we're making today. So yeah, they're just really cute. Yeah, thank you, Maddie. I've never done a live on here. This is the first one. You're here. It's like the very first one. So this is what we're going to make. Let me know if you all can even see them. Let me move the little jar. They're just really fun. And somebody said that they make them and they put them on hair bows, which, oh my gosh, stop it. How cute is that? I can even show you how to put like a little charm or like a little eye hook in, and you can make your own charms. So just rewind if you missed the part. Once it's over, you can rewind it and see like exactly what I'm using, but it's just cardstock. The angle seems good. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. I've been wanting this tutorial for so long. Yay, okay, oh, I'm so happy. Yeah, well, I'm glad you're here then, because it's super simple, and I think once you see how to make them, you'll be like, oh my gosh, that's so easy. So yeah, so that's what we're making today. I'll just put them off to the side, and actually, let me see if I can find my little, sorry, this is why lives can be awkward, because I think I have everything ready, and then I realize I don't have everything ready. I'm also going to show you how to make them charms. So if you wanted to make them charms, you'll also need these little, oh my gosh, I don't even think you can see, they're tiny, those little tiny screw eye hooks. Gosh, I don't even think you can see, but the little tiny eye hooks. That's if you want to make them charms. You don't have to have that part. I guess I'll leave one out, but just in case. Okay, so you'll need that foam, but put that to the side because you don't need it right now. Open the paper cutter if you're like me and can't cut a straight line. Also, I did let everyone know that the first 10 people to send me a message over on Instagram, I will be happy to email this over to you, and that way you can make them yourself, or I can even cut them and send them in the mail if that's easier. If you're like me and you're like, oh, I don't know how to download things, or I don't have a good printer, just let me know. But the first 10 people, but it's not going to be to the end of the live. It has to be at the end. And international is welcome. I'm happy to either email you or even send them your way in some mail. So I'm just cutting them all up. Yes, turning them into charms. I'll show you. Oh my gosh, Amanda, it's so easy. You'll be like, oh my gosh, why didn't I think about that? So I'm just going to cut a few. I'm going to cut some of these really cute ones because I don't think we're going to make all of these. I mean, unless you all want to sit in here and watch me make all of them. But so I'll put these aside. So I've cut them all out because I put mine all in lines, and now I have strips. Now I do kind of get my actual scissors out though, and I do sort of trim them up. So see, that one was a little bit long. And I'm just going to sort of cut them, just cut out my little books. That one's the one that says Daddies. So cute. Isn't Father's Day coming? Isn't Father's Day in June? Mother's Day is first though, right? Anyway, is anyone working on things right now? I love to watch lives and work, even old lives. Like, I'm not a big commenter. It's funny because I'm somebody who's always like, please like and comment, and I'm like the worst person. I never comment on things. I don't know why. I think it's because I'm usually working, so I'm not a big commenter. So I never, when somebody asks that, I never say, oh hey, I'm working on this or I'm working on that, because I'm just, no, I'm not a commenter. I guess for somebody who's always asking for comments, I should be better about that. Oh, I cut, see, you probably can't tell. Oh my gosh, I am cutting so crooked. You're making French toast, Karen. Oh my gosh. You're sewing ephemera. Oh my gosh, I love that. I'm telling you, I don't sew in my journals just because I don't have space, but I am moving and I may have a little more space. So I'm telling you, I might break out the sewing machine for like the first time ever in journals, but we'll see. Because I actually, because of watching Paper Terrace and how pretty all her goodies are with her sewing, I'm like, oh man, I love the way that looks. So, but yeah, I'm definitely going to join her Patreon. It looks fun. She makes the cutest little stuff. Okay, so what I've done here is I've cut out about 6. And I think it's backwards, so you can't really tell. But the book part is first. I love sewing too. Yes, I know, Karen. It's just the idea of having a big sewing machine somewhere is just not something I love. And it takes a lot of work. So I shout out to all the journalers and crafters who use their sewing machine. Y'all are the real MVPs. Okay, so as you can see, the back of the book is first, because here's what we're going to do. We're going to get it, and that, just for the record, is my favorite Sleeping Beauty book. And we're just going to fold them all over. And this is where the bone folder is going to come into play. I just like to have a really nice edge. And that's all we have to do for right now. We'll get to gluing next. So we're going to fold them all over. Taylor Swift, did you know she has one coming out? I'm so excited. It's so cute. Yeah, so you can use these for a lot of different things. Amanda says, I've seen a little, but it's intimidating because I'm not great at it. Yeah, I'm not great at sewing either, for the record. I can do very basic things. But I guess for me, I think if you've watched my channel or you follow any of my content, you know I'm really about low maintenance crafting, because I feel like if it gets too complicated, it's not something you'll go back to as much. And so for me, the key has really been making my journaling as accessible as possible, not only for me, but for all of you. And so because of that, I don't like bringing a sewing machine out, mainly because it's hard and it's time consuming and it takes a lot of work. So that's why I really shout out everybody who uses sewing in their crafting, because it's a big commitment and it's a talent. It's a whole nother talent on top of paper crafting. It's just a whole nother gift. So I don't know, maybe that's why I need to join Patreons where people sew so that I don't have to. I love that about your journaling sessions, low stress. Oh, thank you. Oh, I know, Karen, I need the Carol Burnett. I always told Abby she reminded me of Carol Burnett. I love Carol Burnett. Yeah, so that's something I always try to do. I always try to keep my crafting as accessible as possible. Mainly because I'm not good at sewing either. Like I said, it's a whole nother talent. And all of you who sew, oh gosh, I wish I had the talent. I certainly couldn't do it live. Like I watch people do it, I would be like, oh, the bobbin, oh. Anyway, okay. So now that we have all our little books folded, as you can see, they're kind of popping open. Karen said her teacher husband at her school illustrated it. What? They illustrated oh my gosh, that's amazing. I can't believe it. That's so cool. I should have done Carol Burnett. I don't know why I didn't. I love her. Okay, so this is where our foam is going to come into play. Like I said, you can get this at any craft store. I got mine at Michael's. And I do have to say, I feel like Michael's it is very cool, Karen. I feel like Michael's has the best quality foam. I did get one at Joann's and it was thinner. I actually think the bigger sheet is from Joann's and it's much thinner. So get it at Target. That is so cool. I can't believe that. Did he get to meet Carol Burnett's alive, right? Did he get to meet Carol Burnett? Like an interviewer? How exciting. I'm going to cut a little strip. It doesn't need to be thick. Casey, I have a children's bookstore and it recently sold all of your... Oh, you bought... Oh, that's really neat. I love that. I love Disney little golden books. They make me so happy. They're super cute. I collect little golden books. I have like a little stash of them up on my craft shelf over here, right behind me. I'd show you, but oof, my craft room is a mess because we're moving, so yeah, there's not going to be any like scrolling of any kind. Anyway, so this is how we get started. Now that we have them folded, we're going to open it up and we're going to put a tiny bit of glue, not a lot, you don't need to go crazy. Hot glue is very durable, and you just stick it right on, but you want to leave enough space, I don't know if you can tell, that it can still fold. Thank you for good luck with the move. I am dreading it. My house is like upside down right now. My dogs are like, what is happening? Anyway, moving is no fun. So you're going to glue on that foam. You're going to leave enough space that it can still close. Do not put it right up to the fold, because otherwise it won't fold right. So leave a little bit of space. I'm not sure if you can see there, but leave a tiny bit of space. And then you're going to turn it around. Exactly, Karen. I hate moving, but I love new spaces. Same. I am excited for the new space. I think it's got much more light in my new craft room. The backyard is nicer for the dogs. Anyway, so now you're going to trim. You're going to have to try to cut straight. I know we just started a no cutting straight club, but we're going to have to try our best. And we're going to cut right up along the border there. So cut, 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 cut. And you'll be left with this, and you still have overhang on either side. And now you're going to trim those. Trim, trim, and here we go. We're just about done. If you want to add a charm, this is the time to do it. This is where you get the little eye hook, and you're going to put a little bit of glue. You're going to have to work fast, and you're going to stick that eye hook right on the glue. I hope you can see. Trying not to burn myself. And there you go. You're just going to press it down. If you don't want to make it a charm, just don't add the eye hook. And I'll do one right now without the eye hook. So that's all you have to do. I just realized there's a little bit of glue oozing out. That's why you don't want to use very much glue. You don't want it oozing out. You could trim that after. I don't have my little needle nose scissors here, but so that's it. That's it. I'll make a few more for you. This is a super, super easy craft. Once you do the digital part of dragging and creating the template, this part is really easy. So if you missed that part and you were watching on the playback, just rewind, and or if you want to go back after and hear what I had to say. And if you want a detailed version where you can actually see this tutorial and the visual on the laptop, just go over to my Patreon. So, okay, so here it is. Here's the little book. Now let's make another one. I'm going to make Taylor Swift this time. And I use these on my journal charms. I just think they're super fun to have sitting around. Remember, don't go all the way, just go almost to the curve there, and then trim it up. It's a very simple process once you have it all down. And I love making them. They're super fun. I think they're just really cute to also, if you wanted to put like a paper clip in there, that would be really cute to have them sticking out of your journal. If you wanted to add a magnet to the back, they'd be cute to put anywhere that you have metal. They're just a really fun little DIY. I'll make a few more here. Very little bit of glue. You don't need a lot. Do not go all the way to the end, so that it can still close. And it's, relatively inexpensive. I guess you just have to factor in ink and printing and cardstock, I guess. Everything costs a little bit, but this one's really fun. I just think it's a very fun, nostalgic little DIY, super cute. It'd probably be really fun to make these if you have kids too. Yeah, you could glitter the edges for Christmas and give them away at Christmas time. They might even be cute to put on packages. But you could probably find a lot of uses for these. I think they're really fun, and giving them to kids, like older kids that won't eat them or anything. You could even pick kind of cooler books, like if you have preteen kids. You could make earrings. I think somebody said they were going to make earrings out of them. Stop it. How cute would little earrings be? Any of you jewelry makers out there, these would be really cute if you wanted to make earrings. If you're going to the Taylor Swift concert, that would be really fun. My kids are going to the Taylor Swift concert. They're very excited. They have to wait till August, though, because we're in LA. So, gotta wait for those LA shows. But these would be really cute earrings. Yeah, you could be totally creative. Make it a necklace. you know, this would be cute actually if you had, I used to do really fun parties for my kids when they were little, and it would probably be really cute to make it like a little charm, and then make these necklaces to give out as like party favors to your kids, like to the friends, like if it was a little sleepover, whatever was like thematic for the party, like if it was a Disney party, you could make them cute little things like this. So just a really fun DIY that can be used in so many different ways, like for your own personal use. Just really fun. And very simple, as you can see. Especially once you start making them more, like once you get the hang of it, it's very, very easy. Oh, and then I should also mention, if you want to seal them, because I print mine on an inkjet printer, you can use any kind. I use a spray adhesive. I want to say it's Krylon. And as long as it's crystal clear, whatever you get, just make sure it's crystal clear. You don't want to get any sort of matte that's going to add like a film or anything like that. So just make sure it's crystal clear, and you can just seal them up. Those dry really quickly too, and just seal them right up. And that way, if they get a little bit wet, I mean, you can't like dunk them or anything, but if they get a little bit wet, they'll still last a little bit. Wow, your kids are so blessed. Aw, thank you. You're so kind. I'm very lucky. My kids are amazing. They are literally amazing. And they appreciate all these little crafts, and they love journaling, and we all love reading, and you know, like I said, they get so excited every time they get to put a book in the book jar. Lizzie's 23, she's almost 24. Hannah is 20, and Abby is 17, almost 18. And they still just get so excited. Like today, actually, we have about 5 books we need to add. And so Abby's like, oh my gosh, Mom, we'll make all the books and we'll put them in the jar. So they get very excited. It's very satisfying when you finish a book and get to put it in the book jar. I don't know what it is, but it's motivating and satisfying and all the good things. So anyway, I'll make a few more, but this is it. Like, that's how simple this little DIY is. So if you have any questions, leave them below. I'm going to make just a few more. Oh, look, we'll make Dolly. We'll make Dolly and maybe Small World, because I love Small World. And I'm going to risk it, and I'm just going to use my scissors and cut. Oh my gosh. Not straight, but, you know, whatever. Yeah. This is a very simple tutorial. I love easy tutorials. They make me happy. And again, I'm so sorry. I don't know if I've mentioned it this time. I feel like I mention it in every YouTube, though. If you hear the dog shaking and pounding all over the floor, I'm sorry. That's just Ellie. She is always with me. So, sorry about that. I'm just going to close this. Yeah, it's fun. I'm very lucky that my kids love this kind of stuff. I every now and then I hear people say, oh, my kids don't like that, or they don't want to do that. And I'm like, oh, what would I do? Like, so much of this I love sharing with my kids. And even my husband, he totally humors me and listens to all this. He doesn't care. He'll totally do it. He loves it. Okay, so I'm just going to make a couple more, and then we'll look to end the live pretty soon. So now is your time. If you have any questions, just let me know, because I'd love to help you. And like I said, if you wanted a better tutorial, definitely head over to Patreon, because I even share my laptop so you can see how I drag and copy and paste and resize, because you do have to resize too, which is kind of a pain, but that's okay. Not too bad. Okay, last one, and it seems appropriate that it's Dolly because she's one of my favorites. And then I'll be signing off. But this was fun. I definitely want to start going live once a week. Have you tried adding the acrylic varnish to the finish covers? Yes. I do add it. I lay them all out on cardboard, and then I spray that crystal clear varnish right over the top, and then I wait for a little bit, and then I flip them back over so that I get the backs, and I spray the backs. So yes I do. Just make sure it's crystal clear, because I will tell you, one time I bought the wrong one, and it was like matte, and it put like a whole film over them, and I ruined like 30 little golden books, these little paper little golden books. So that was a bummer. So don't do that. Make sure it is crystal clear. Learn from my mistakes. So that's it. We made Dolly and all these cute little ones, super vintage ones. And I hope you learned something, and if you would be sure to subscribe. Oh, that's what the spray was. Sorry, I thought you were talking about the glue gun. Oh yeah, no problem. I'm glad you're asking the questions because I'm sure other people had questions too. So, and even people on playback might have the same questions. So I'm so happy when you ask questions. Anyway, so that's it. I love it. And if you wanted to like this video, that would be awesome. If you want to follow me on Patreon, I'd appreciate that. You can find that on any video. And I'm also on Instagram and TikTok, although I am not terribly well versed in TikTok. I don't know who is. And it was my pleasure, Amanda. So thank you so much, guys. I'm so happy you all were here. And like I said, I am going to try to do this once a week. So I will chat with you all real soon. Okay?